A reminder, if you would like to become a sponsor of 270 Weather, you don't have to be in the 270, but if you want to reach the audience that watches this podcast every day for your weather, and you're in the 270 or the 606 or the 364 or maybe the 502 or the 859 or even the 615, just send me an email. C Allen Sky1 at gmail.com. That's C Allen Sky1 altogether at gmail.com. And let's talk. I'll contact you and you can put your sponsorship right here on 270 Weather. Oh, can you hear me now? I am so sorry. Okay. Okay. I was just saying, I was just saying that I had to reset everything on my computer. And it's one of those times where, you got to hit this button and that button because you're restarting. And I was sitting in black. And I'm like, why can't I see myself? Camera's on. No, it's not. Click. And then audio wasn't on. Click. Okay. Now you guys are telling me. that I've got sound now. Thank you, Loretta and Terry. 10-4, you have sound, good buddy. Breaker, breaker. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you guys are funny. I appreciate you though. If without you, I would just go through this whole thing probably in the dark and without audio, unless somebody was telling me, this stuff's going on. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. I was opining on, the rain that we had yesterday. But this is not see, y'all are catching me in an embarrassing moment because I try to be so prepared and I think, boy, this is going to look good. I try to make all the graphics look good. I try to make it seamless, like, television and all that. But, you're getting behind the scenes, the raw stuff. Yeah. So you get to see it all. Yesterday, the high temperature was 77 in Bowling Green at the airport. 3 degrees warmer than normal. Now, the normal has gone up another degree to 74. 74 is where we should be for a high temperature this time of the year, and that's going to keep going up. The low temperature is 66, but look at the rainfall. This is just at the Bowling Green Airport, 7/10 of an inch of rain. And there was a really heavy cell that came through last night. It was severe. It was severe for a couple of minutes. Then it quickly died off. Even had a little bit of hail, but boy, did it have a lot of heavy rain as it came through about 10 o'clock last night. It put down, it didn't miss the airport. They got 7/10 of an inch of rain. That's a lot in a short amount of time. And then a couple of the showers that came through yesterday, of course, added to that. But now all of that is gone as we're looking at the radar this morning. You can see showers diminishing here off into southeastern Kentucky. There's nothing else out here. Skies are clearing, as a matter of fact, and they're going to continue to clear up as we go through the day. Here's a view of the high resolution satellite. You can see that most of the clouds are east of us. There are a few drifting clouds back to the west, but Bowling Green, just what you saw with the Plano cam, we're looking at some clearing from west to east as we go through the day. So today is going to be nice. Tomorrow we'll have some clouds. I'll explain why in a moment. Uh, but it's still going to be nice with temperatures in the 70s. Not bad at all. Today will be in the 70s as well. And you can see some of the cooler air that's coming in right now on the Kentucky Mesonet site. We've got 60s, even mid 60s to the south and east of us, where the cold front has yet to push through. But then you start to see a lot of mid and upper 50s, even low 50s off to the northwest along the Ohio River. Evidence of the cold front that is making its way through. The winds, as you can tell now, are coming from the north and from the northwest, and it's a breezy morning. I could see the trees, the trees swaying, the trees swaying. Wow, I need to start all over. If this weren't live, I would start all over and make it perfect. But anyway, you can see the trees swaying, or I saw them swaying on the Plano cam. So we've got a north wind this morning at 5 to 15, even close to 20. So I can only imagine the breezes are going to be in the 20s. Yeah, 23 mile per hour wind gust right now in Princeton. That's back in Caldwell County. You see a 15, a 17, a 10, a 15, a 13. Yeah, the winds are going to be a little breezy at times today, and they're going to be from the north. Let's check the rainfall. and you can see exactly 1 inch of rain at the Kentucky Mesonet site near Morgantown. It's actually located at Woodbury, right there on the river in Butler County. We picked up almost a half inch of rain at the Corvette plant and a little over 6/10 of an inch of rain at the Ag Expo Center here in Bowling Green in Warren County. And as I showed you from the airport, 7/10 of an inch of rain. So you've got 8/10 up there in Litchfield. You've got a 1/4 inch in Ohio County, 6,500ths there in Todd County, a 1/4 inch, give or take, Russellville, a third of an inch down in Franklin, 1/4 inch plus, Scottsville, half inch plus in Metcalfe County, in Edmonton, Hart County, 4/10 of an inch. But look at this. This is LaRue County, Hodgenville, home of Abe Lincoln with the statue right there at the square. They picked up almost 1.5 inches of rain for the 24-hour period. So some places got a lot of rain and some places didn't get all that much. It just depended on where those scattered showers and thunderstorms ended up yesterday and even last night. Some of those last night were a little bit stronger than I thought they should have been. They were just a little punchy. Okay, here's a look at the weather maps. You can see the rain is moving out. Now the yellow is indicating possibility of fog. And there are some places this morning that's seeing a little bit of fog because you've got cooler air coming in over the damp ground, and that sets us up for a little bit of fog. But it's going to go away. Here we go into the afternoon, looking good, sunshine. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really nice day. We get into tonight, no issues. We'll get down to about 50. Some locations may even be in the upper 40s. Here we go into early Sunday morning, fog again developing in the eastern part of Kentucky. We will see an increase in clouds Sunday morning, and to our west, there will be even a little bit of rain. I'm not saying that rain is necessarily going to affect us, but it is going to be a mainly cloudy day on Sunday. But notice that rain to the west is going to stay west and then fall south and east. So it's going to miss us altogether, I think. Now it's going to look like it wants to rain tomorrow, but it shouldn't. I'm not going to put it in the forecast. I'm just going to keep it cloudy for your Sunday. Now here we go into Monday. Models trying to put a little something something over toward Lake Cumberland and northeastern Tennessee. But as we get into Tuesday, this is when we'll start the process here of what is going to be a multi-day chance of rain. Now, immediately your mind goes back to 3-4 weeks ago. It's been almost, believe it or not, it's been 3 weeks, almost a month. This just updated on me. Let me get it back to where it was. Since we had the beginning of the floods, that whole thing. This is going to be another system that comes in, slows down, maybe even stalling just a bit, but don't think this is going to be like it was. That was an anomaly. This one is going to come in, yes, on Tuesday with a few showers, and it's going to linger into Wednesday, into Thursday. Here's Wednesday, heavier rain. Notice the stalling of the front back here to the west. The good news is it's not sitting directly over us, but it's close enough to wring out the moisture that's going to be rather abundant here in the middle of next week. Rain, thunderstorms, maybe even some severe weather, which I'll show you in a moment. Here is Thursday, May 1st. Rain, thunderstorms, lingering, lingering. Look at that. Lingering again on Friday. The front finally picks up a little momentum, but I don't think it gets uh, all that far. Now this is saying it's not loading the data for Saturday. That's Here's next Saturday. No, that's Friday. Okay. So it didn't go all the way to next Saturday. But anyway, you get the idea. This this slows down again, and we could have lingering showers from Friday, maybe into Saturday, which is Derby Day. Now, a few of the models, and they're coming into a little bit more agreement that this front will be east of us and the rain will be east of us in time for the Kentucky Derby, which, as I mentioned, is next Saturday. And of course, it's in the afternoon. So let's hope that that's the case, and then everything should be okay. But I have a feeling it's going to be a wet track at Churchill Downs next Saturday because of that. Okay, what about severe weather chances? Nothing today. Nothing really tomorrow, even though we have the general thunderstorms, your garden variety stuff that tries to work into the western part of the state. I don't think we're going to see anything here. We're just going to get a lot of cloud cover. Now, Monday begins this whole thing where the cold front comes in. It is going to affect places like Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, with the possibility, and even up into the upper Midwest, with the possibility of severe weather. There's even a moderate risk for some severe storms further north away from us. But here you see the beginning of what's coming next. This is Monday. So let's go to Tuesday, and I'll show you that severe weather threat does indeed cover us, but we're not into that 3-day window yet of where we can start to see how they're going to parse this out. Is it going to be slight? Is it going to be marginal? Is it going to be level 1, 2, 3, moderate? I mean, it's too soon to put it all into categories, but this is the 15% long range outlook for Tuesday. They think that as the front comes in and stalls, that we're going to have enough instability to have a few severe thunderstorms. So Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening, we're in the risk, especially the western part of the 270, the 364, the 502, the 859, and maybe just a piece of the 606, possibly. So Tuesday's going to be a day that we need to watch, but notice it's all gone on Wednesday. But here's something else I want to point out. This is Thursday, May 1st. As the front comes through, as it picks up that forward motion, this may have to be painted in with a severe weather risk. So Tuesday and Thursday is going to be the 2 days next week that we're going to have to pay attention to possible severe weather, along with the heavy rain threat. Even though the SPC doesn't have us painted in yet, there is, from what I'm seeing, the possibility that we could have some severe storms Thursday as well. But that is your severe weather threat as it appears right now. All right, let's go to the blender. It's blender time. 71 to 73 today with that north wind. A little cooler. Look at that 49. That's why I said around 50 for tonight. Tomorrow, cloudy, 70. Clouds are going to keep it cool and still a north breeze. But then look what happens on Monday, I mean, the temperatures soar. It's a warm front. So we're going to go from 49, 50 Sunday night into Monday morning. And then Monday, we're going to go all the way into the mid 80s. Crazy. And then we go mid 80s again on Tuesday, low 80s Wednesday and Thursday with the rain, the thunderstorms. It's still going to stay warm. And that is why I'm saying that we could have severe weather both Tuesday and Thursday with the movement of the front. But then by Friday, we start to maybe clear things out a bit and the rain pushes east just in time for Saturday. That's Derby. 71. The numbers have come down just a bit. It's going to be a little bit, it's going to be like today. After a rain, a north wind, and a bit cooler. I think that's how next Saturday is going to play out. Then we go next weekend, Sunday, 73. Then we're back into the mid and upper 70s to around 80 for a high temperature. And it looks like we'll be right back into the 80s in pretty quick order. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast as I posted it at WNKY.com and on the News 40 weather app last night. And you saw it on News 40 at 5, 6, and 10 if you're watching on TV with the view of downtown as you see Fountain Square behind it. And oh, by the way, new stuff on the weather app. Some of you have gotten the new push out of the app has been updated. It's got a little better view of everything. Not every phone has been pushed out yet. Some are being pushed out on Android, some on iPhones. It depends on what kind of phone you have, but most everybody will get the new look to the weather app. So scan that QR code if you've put it off and download the app because I think you'll love it. So we go 73, starting out cloudy, but then sunshine already starting to move in now. 50 tonight, 70 tomorrow, mainly cloudy, but no rain. 82 Monday, there's a chance of a shower late. Then we go 86. Could even get hotter than that on Tuesday before the good round of rain begins to move in. And that will be Wednesday and Thursday. Remember, Tuesday and Thursday, the 2 days that I think we could have severe weather. And then things begin to roll out next Friday. And right after that is Derby next Saturday, which you can, by the way, watch exclusively on WNKY NBC 40. It's the only place that you can watch the 151st Run for the Roses, the illustrious Kentucky Derby from Churchill Downs. And you'll have your little mint juleps. Yeah. All right. And your fascinators. I could wear a fascinator. Just saying. Maybe next Saturday I'll. No, I don't. It's fascinating to think that I could wear a fascinator. You might be fascinated that I could. All right, never mind. All right, you guys have a great Saturday. Make the most of it. I'm going to take advantage of the nice weather. Have a great day. Thanks for watching as always. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.